Hey, this is David from FBB Forum. Thank you for joining us today. I wanted to welcome my friend, the lovely IFBB Pro Women's Physique and Bodybuilding Pro Melanie Horton to the podcast. And we are going to be talking a little bit about recap of the 2025 Ms. Olympia, which happened just last week. And I was privileged to be there and get to see the amazing ladies competing. And we're going to talk about women's physique and bodybuilding. And so hope you guys enjoy this recap. And so what did you think of the show? I know you didn't get a chance to go in person, but you got to see the live stream.
I was just watched it virtually this year, and it's always different when you have a front row perspective. Or I'm sure you being there in the prejudge and the finals, you see things a little bit differently. But yeah, very competitive show. I think through all the divisions, but women's physique and women's bodybuilding were both really exciting this year, I thought.
I thought so too. Yeah, definitely was some surprises in that mix. And
Yeah, yeah,
I had a pretty much good front row view for prejudging, but then you have to buy a finals ticket, even with a
yes,
media
yeah,
badge. So to save money, I bought the cheap seats, which are still
yes,
not cheap up in the
yeah,
balcony,
exactly, yeah.
but it's
Well, I
still a
guess they're going to
cool.
move it. They're going to move the venue next year. It'll stay in Las Vegas, but back to the Orleans, at least for the event itself. I think they'll use a different host hotel, but so maybe that'll with the bigger venue, the prices will be a bit more
I hope
accessible.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah, getting off the strip too, and the resorts world is such a new kind of fancy
it
hotel.
is. Yeah,
It makes it more expensive too.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. That's one
yeah,
thing with Friday night, they end up selling out Saturday, but Friday night there's still plenty of empty seats, unfortunately. And
yeah, yeah. And the
and
expo was packed, was it?
the expo was packed. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
lot of people there. But I just wish there was more people coming on Friday night to support the ladies. But
yeah, yeah. So yeah, and one of the highlights for me just watching the coverage was seeing, I guess they did a special award. I haven't seen coverage on the award, but so Corey Everson and Bev Francis.
yeah,
Um, and I think Erica Kern was also there. So and seeing those legends in photos with Glenda Murray was something pretty special. So yeah, from what I read, I guess Corey hadn't been back to the Olympia in many, many years, but
really?
Bev was able to persuade her to go. So that's my
Nice.
one regret. It would have been really fun to see those ladies in person.
I did get to see Bev a few rows ahead of me at prejudging, but I didn't
Okay.
get a chance to see Corey, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm a
All the
huge.
pictures, she just looked like she was having a fabulous time. So that's that's great to see.
I saw that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she was
Yeah.
I mean, just raised the bar in terms of bodybuilding too. I remember back
Yeah.
in the 80s when she kind of dominated Ms. Olympia for sure. And yeah, she
And
looked
it's kind of a positive story because you hear so much about bodybuilding and women and health and is it a good thing or not? And then you look at Glenda Murray, Corey Everson looked fantastic, and Bev Francis, and they're I'm
yeah.
guessing they're all in their 60s now, but pretty strong testament to the lifestyle.
I know. Yeah. I think so too. I totally agree with you on that. And it kind of differs from some of the men like Ronnie Coleman
Yes.
who just pushed himself
Yeah.
to pain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
but the ladies, yeah, no, you're right about that. The ladies really and I think that's a testament to bodybuilding being fountain of youth too.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
was a really cute story on Dana Lynn Bailey's page that described Dana kind of sitting in the bar one evening and having a something to eat, and this woman was sort of asking her if she was competing, and started this conversation. And then Dana Lynn Bailey realizes she's speaking to Corey Everson, right? It's just
Oh,
yeah. So it was a really cute story, but
oh, that's cute.
yeah,
Oh wow, Corey. Yeah, Corey's amazing.
yeah.
There is one now. I'm forgetting her name now. Oh, Lori Fetrick, who
Okay.
from American Gladiators, who
Yes. Yep.
she's competing again at age 60, I believe, and it's
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to see her coming back, and she looks great.
Yeah,
I think she's
yeah,
competing like in the next few weeks. But yeah, I love seeing the legends like that coming back and still
absolutely.
competing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So what
Um,
did you think of the physique from your perspective at prejudging?
Oh, yeah.
what were the highlights?
Let me here I'll pull up some of the shots that we
Okay.
talked about too. Let me share my screen here. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yes. It's there.
And
There we go. Yeah.
this is the comparisons we were talking about. Um, oh yeah, the women looked incredible. Yeah, definitely. I was really pleased with the lineup this year for women's physique. The it was I did think it was close between Natalia and Sarah, and I had actually picked Sarah to win. I thought that Sarah was going to get the win on it, but I thought Natalia was certainly worthy. Um, and but yeah, I was really impressed. What do you think about the top six this year?
Incredible depth. I think right through the top 12 actually in women's physique. And it's always hard. I think we talked about this in the lead up chat we had, but it's always hard to displace a champion, especially somebody who's held the title for several consecutive years.
Yeah,
And I think I was real pleased to see the judges make the call here. From my perspective, viewing it on the stream, I think just the structure, the conditioning, the balance that Natalia brought was just undeniable. So, and if you go back to the front shot again, I think
yeah,
when you look at symmetry, and again, it's hard with just a still shot to do the comparison, but
yeah,
um, Natalia's waist is ridiculously small. She's got that crazy X frame. There's nothing
yeah,
missing on this physique. The quad sweep is really impressive and very balanced, right?
yeah. That's
Uh,
true.
so that's it. Sarah, the way this picture is taken there anyway, the symmetry is a little bit off just with the way she's holding her legs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
From the
Yeah,
front, Zama's legs are very dominant on her physique. She's got an incredible structure, but a little stronger in the legs than the upper.
uh-huh.
Um, Brittany, I think, was a surprise standout for me.
Yeah,
When you see her, obviously she had two strong performances at Texas and Tampa, I believe, Texas and Atlanta, I
yeah. I
believe.
think that's right. Yeah,
So seeing her in the lineup, and these photos are scaled, obviously, so if you they're not all the same height,
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
um,
true. Yeah,
but very impressive balance. And in that photo anyway, I don't think she's actually that much bigger than Sharonica, but I think she took a well-deserved fourth place in this show. And then Barbara, of course, a perennial top four. I guess this is the first year she dropped down to six. But and then if you go to the
yeah,
back poses, this is what really separates um, the separates first from fifth from 10th, I think.
yeah,
And again, Natalia with Enzama and Brittany actually with a little bit shorter torso, so it's really accentuates that X frame. Sarah's got a bit of a longer torso.
yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Conditioning across the board is exceptional. I think definitely in the top three, and then Barbara and Sharonik. I think that some of the critique I heard of Brittany was she could be a touch more conditioned, but that structure and the muscularity is very impressive. So
this was a big comeback year for her too, because she hadn't competed in several years. I think maybe 3 or 4 years. I can't remember.
yeah, I've gotta go look at that story. I know she was, she'd been and was she at the Olympia before?
I believe I think she's been at least once before, but it's been, like I said, it's been a few years.
So
I
it'd be
don't think she's
interesting to
ever.
see how she's improved over that period of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't
And
think that.
again, if you look at the weight, the shoulder to waist ratio
Mhm.
across the board here, that's what really makes these women the best of the best in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And a little surprised to see the announcement shortly after the show from Barbara Minaj, her retirement.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, I guess she feels sort of she's accomplished everything that she wanted to or set out to. I was a little disappointed we never got to see her at the Masters Olympia because I think based on her performances at the Olympia, that would have been a title that she could have acquired.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Yeah.
her post, it sounded like she wants to focus on family, and definitely a very impressive career she had.
Yeah, her back really stands out.
It
Yeah,
does.
she's got an amazing physique. And yeah, I was really pleased to see Zama get top three again because she had been top three back in 2023, I think. And
Yeah,
now,
she came with the conditioning that put her in that spot. Very, very strong back pose. So yeah, I think that was well deserved.
yeah, I was really pleased to see her come back and now she's automatically qualified. The top three are
Yes, yeah,
qualified
yeah,
for next year's
yeah,
Olympia. So yeah,
yeah.
no, I was pleased. One thing I liked with Brittany, oops, sorry, that's the wrong one. Wait a minute, where am I? Now I'm all mixed up here.
I think that's fitness. Yeah,
Oh
it is.
yeah, but I was trying to get back to, oh, this is all funky. Where's the one with them? Oh, they're there.
There you go.
Um, but yeah, the top three are qualified for Olympia now. I really liked how Brittany did the quad shake. I would love to see more ladies do the quad shake because I think it's kind of hot, but it kind of shows off the quality of the quads too.
It does. It does.
And I
Yeah,
wanted to,
you could.
oh, go ahead.
And I guess there's sort of news in women's physique has been the beef that arose after the show with some of the comments Sarah made. So
Yeah, I know. That was interesting. I didn't expect that. I don't necessarily like it. I don't think it's necessarily a very nice thing to do.
yeah, and I agree. I think the reaction in general has been that people aren't um, don't sort see that as kind of unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, yeah. And I was a little surprised that she did that, but yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's really warranted, to complain about, the champ like that, the new champ or the the renewed champ or whatever. So
Yeah. Again, and you don't see that in other divisions, regardless of what people might think or say behind closed doors.
yeah,
Certainly, from the fans, you see complaints about who should or shouldn't have been where they were placed. You see it a lot in the men's open,
yeah, yeah, definitely. That's true.
but the athletes themselves are usually a little more respectful of each other, I'll say.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. One thing I thought was interesting, the I've talked about, to make women's bodybuilding more exciting or bodybuilding in general, you need to have like some WWE style,
Yeah,
promos with beefs and stuff. But those are fake, those beefs on WWE.
yeah,
But this kind of hit home a little bit, with some of the comments, I think. So
yeah.
I wanted to
And then
apologize.
rounding out the top
Oh,
10, I just got to look at my list. So Nana Silva,
oh,
is
hold on
somebody.
a second, real quick. I wanted
Oh,
to apologize to Sharonica because I said I didn't think she would get top six this time, and she did, and she still looked amazing. And she didn't get top three like last year, but I still love her look, and but she's just a little bit smaller, I think, than some of the other ladies in this top six. So
yeah,
but
which is hard to believe because Sharonika's got a lot of muscle, beautiful structure. She comes in. I mean that back shot's very, very impressive.
it
Detail on
is,
the hamstrings and glutes, waist is
yeah.
tight, back's excellent. But
And her presentation is amazing too, but as opposing coach, but yeah, so no, yeah, I just wanted to give her a shout out, and she did look phenomenal, and it was good to see her again too at the Olympia. So
yeah, beautiful lines.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I think top five or higher is uh reasonable to expect from Sharonika for years to come. It's going to be it's very hard to displace an athlete like that.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, let me get over here to Nana. I really liked her look. She's the Masters Olympia champ.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and she looked amazing, I think.
Yeah. So and I'm just looking at the scorecards as well. So it was yeah, it looks like the scores were pretty clear for 1 through 6.
Hmm.
Um with Nana being seventh. So Nana and Megan, who was eighth, were actually 1 point apart. So very
Yeah,
closely
that's really
contested for
close.
those two spots.
Very
Um,
close. Huh?
yeah, but again, you look at the balance, the conditioning, and just that structure in the X frame.
Yeah,
Nana well deserved to take seventh place there.
I agree. I thought she really looked great. And this was her Olympia debut too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really brought it. She and that we had another Brazilian too. Those Brazilian ladies really really bring the package to stage,
That's
don't they?
right.
Beautiful. Yeah. You want to look at the eighth place?
That's Megan. Yeah.
Yeah, Megan. Yeah,
So
she
again,
looked really good too.
another athlete, first time at least in physique at the Olympia. Very strong showing, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful physique. Great look.
I had a question for you. I had actually placed her. I thought she would get top six, and I think she's top six worthy looking at the pictures of her. But do you think that I feel like sometimes like the for the first time the Olympia debut ladies, maybe they get placed a little bit lower because the judges don't know them per se. I do you think
Yeah,
that
I think it's really hard to in a first year, it's hard to break into that top five. The exception being, and I talk about her a lot, but somebody like Brooke Walker who had been competing a number of years, just hadn't qualified for the Olympia, but was second in a lot of top shows. Her first
yeah,
time at the Olympia, she was third, I believe. And I think Zama's first Olympia, she was third as well. So it's
that's true.
possible, but definitely a lot more difficult to break into that top five, top three in your first year out.
I agree. Yeah. Do you think Megan could do women's bodybuilding? Because she has those huge lats and
I
big
definitely
legs
think
too.
she could. You and I have talked about this that there's a handful of athletes in women's physique that could successfully make that move up.
Uh-huh.
Um, and yeah, if that's something she chose to do, could definitely do that. Look at that side leg shot is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I've seen her in person at the gym in Tampa and she's huge. She's amazing.
Yeah, and if you I followed her story, and I think one of the reasons she went to physique, because she was, I think, going to wellness, was she was having some issues with her back and sciatic nerve, which
Hmm.
complicates your training.
Yeah.
And so to deal with an injury like that and be able to navigate and train around that and come with a physique like this is really, really impressive. So
I
uh,
agree. Yeah.
hopefully she stays healthy, and she's a doctor as well, right? So
Yeah.
got a couple of doctors in the top 10. So
I
uh,
know. Yeah, it's impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
she's coached by Cameron Cheek, who's also coaching Brianni, who's in the Mexico show today at her pro debut.
Yeah, Cameron Cheek is getting to be quite the good coach. I mean, really getting more really good clients lately.
Yeah, he coaches I know a number of men's classic physique athletes that he coaches. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him.
And then you
Um,
Paula.
yeah, Paula looked great. I'm always impressed with her. Her legs are just outrageous.
If you were choosing like a top athlete just based on points, that would easily go to Paula, because I think she did 8 shows this year,
I know.
placing in the
Yeah.
top five at all of them, and some very competitive lineups. So she's got great stamina. Good. Part of your genetics is also your ability to for your body to recover and keep staying fresh. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't think in some cases, especially if you do the earlier shows in the year, it's hard for your body to sort of still look its best. And it was clearly not an issue for Paula. So
I know. And she's young too. She's only 25, so I think
she's very young. Yeah, she's got a lot of muscle on the frame. She's another one again, I think could go into women's bodybuilding.
yeah.
I would not be at all surprised to see her in the Romania lineup in another month. She just seems to be able, she's like the Energizer bunny. She can keep going
Uh-huh.
and going and going. So
I think it helps that she's young too, isn't it? That
For
uh,
sure. Yeah. And she
yeah,
obviously she loves to compete. So yeah, she's really made a mark for herself this year in the division.
yeah,
And was rewarded with that top 10 placing. So that's great.
yeah. I was impressed with her. Yeah, I like her a lot. And yeah, you're right. She definitely would get by on points. Oh, you know what thing was interesting? Hurricane Pro yesterday was the first time I've heard points mentioned in a while, but they talked about it because of men's physique and possibly classic physique. I can't remember now.
Classic, yeah, I think bikini,
Yeah, bikini. Yeah.
can't remember if wellness is part of that too.
I think it might be,
Yeah.
but that was not true of figure. Figure, the winner, Tessa, she automatically qualifies for the Olympia. So, um, oh, and I was really pleased that Yvonne got top 10.
Yes,
Actually,
yeah. Look at that.
she,
Like that's just a beautiful physique.
I love her look. Yeah, she's really sweet too. She had some health issues and she didn't specify what her health issues were, but one thing I did notice, she was not walking gingerly on stage per se. She was walking a little bit slow and I don't know what was ailing her, but I she looked still looked fantastic, I thought. She
Yeah.
looked, yeah.
And I mean, most of the ladies in the top 10, you see that really pronounced quad sweep, which
Uh-huh.
there's a big piece of genetics that goes into that kind of a look. It's hard to just train to isolate the vastus lateralis, that outer muscle in the leg, but it just creates a beautiful look on stage.
I'm impressed with her because she's in active duty military and she
That's
came
right.
from Japan and and her boyfriend is famous too, Kai Green, and he was at
Yes, yeah.
Olympia too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was impressed that she came from Japan and yeah, just looked beautiful. I was really impressed with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't get the attention she deserves, I think, because she just has such a great look. So,
Yeah, the only I think so as we kind of come to the end of the top 10 with Yvonne, I think the one thing that I would love to see change, I think is we had the top 5 pose in I believe both women's bodybuilding and women's physique, and I think at the Olympia on the Olympia stage, having the top 10 pose, yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer, an extra 20 minutes or so, but I think the fans would definitely like to see that. And maybe with this point system and not having, 400 total athletes, they'll be able to do that to have top 10 pose. I don't know, what are your
I
thoughts on that?
agree.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you on that. And the one thing I noticed, that I was disappointed they only had the top five pose, and you're talking about the finals.
Yes, I think
Um,
it was top 10 last year, wasn't it?
no, I
I
think it might
think
have been top five again
was
last
it
year.
top 5? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, unfortunately, they did let the top 10 women's bodybuilding ladies, they all got to do their routines, I believe,
Okay.
but not the physique ladies. And yeah, I was disappointed. They did pull them out, the top 10 ladies for the confirmation round at the finals. And this are some shots from that. And
Yep.
I was pleased with that, but still I would have preferred to get to see their routines as well. And yeah, um and I agree. I think if it was a shorter Olympia, that it would make more sense to allow that for next year. So
Yeah. For
yeah,
another 5 routines, another, 10, 15 minutes. That's I think a good idea.
I agree. No, I totally agree with you on that. Yeah. Do you want to go to women's bodybuilding real quick? We could go through the look at those ladies.
Sure. Sure.
Um, I think there was another TV PLM post on those ladies. Let's see if I can find them. Oh yeah, here they are. Um, so yeah, I was really pleased with this lineup too, and it was really interesting seeing how these ladies kind of switched around a little bit. Um, with Angie Yo going out of the top two and Ashley kind of getting the second spot there, and then Levy, getting top three like that, and so those
Yeah.
top three qualify for next year's Olympia too. So that's
Yeah, and
exciting.
I think you have to give a lot of credit to the judges in in a situation like this, and they had a lot of difficult decisions to make in a number of classes.
Yeah,
Women's bodybuilding being one of them. And again, Angie has been in that second spot for several years.
yeah,
She comes better every year. Her conditioning is undeniable, but
mhm,
Ashley brought just an incredible physique this year, as did Levy. So I think the judging decisions here were spot on.
yeah.
And
I,
again, when you look at the scorecards, it was you didn't have 1 or 2 points separating these first 5 places. It was they were very clear in the decisions here.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I think top three very impressive. And then you look at Alcyone and Melissa Tyke, who on their own had incredible performances this year. Melissa at
Yeah,
Chicago was, we agreed, a huge standout in the physique she brought.
definitely.
And so to have a physique like that and be out of the top five just shows the depth in the division. And I think, regardless of what people say or think, I think the women's bodybuilding division is getting stronger. So
I agree. No, totally.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that I was really impressed with the lineup this year. And that was with
yeah.
two of the big ones. Sherry Priami and Michaela Aycock were out of the mix this year too.
That's right. Yeah, we forgot to mention that with physique. We didn't have Brooke and Rachel in the lineup this year, so
That's
would have been
true.
interesting to see where they might have placed. But
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think that top six, even for Brooke and Rachel, would have been well, the judges would have had some tough decisions to make for sure.
I was hoping for higher for Melissa Tyke just because and I think there had been a lot of top three buzz about her.
Yeah.
She just really looked amazing.
So I like this. If you go back to the front pose there, I like
Yeah,
having the top six. I like the way this page has set this up.
yeah,
So if you look again, top to bottom there, um, Melissa's very complete, as is Alcyone, but again, it's just that very slight advantage, maybe not a slight advantage, but the structure, so that shoulder to waist ratio, the sweep in the quads, in the top three
yeah,
is really what vaults them into those top three positions.
yeah. I agree with you on that. I do think when you compare Angie to the top three too, she doesn't have the structure of those ladies. I think like the X frame.
Yeah, she's got, like, if you look body part by body part, she's got, I mean, the arm development matches, her legs definitely match. She has a bit of a longer torso.
Yeah.
And uh she has sort of an 8 pack. Sometimes the control in the lower abs isn't there 100% of the time. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think just beside Ashley and Alcyone, who have that very nice X frame, that's what sort of gave them the advantage here. If you go to the back poses as well, and Alcyone and Melissa were quite close, only one
Hmm.
point separating them. I think
Yeah.
you could easily make an argument for Melissa, especially in the back pose, to be in the higher spot there, but it was a very
Yeah.
close call. Different, swap out a couple of judges and it would change things a bit.
That's something Melissa had mentioned to me was this has happened to her maybe three times in the past few years where she's like got a 1 point difference in the judging scorecard and she ended up getting the
Yeah,
short end of the stick on that. And yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. Obviously, there's some judge disagreement about her, but I really like her look. And
yeah.
I want to mention too, I think it's cool that Alcyone kind of she didn't place, very high last year. I think she was maybe top 10, but maybe I think eighth or ninth or something like that. And but this year she really had kind of a roaring comeback and she won a few shows, but then,
She
she got
yeah.
top six, of course, too. So she really,
She brought,
really,
yeah, she brought the conditioning that she needs to have to be in that top five, and well
mhm.
deserved here. And when you look at the top six, I mean, Ashley really, that physique really, for me anyway, that's a standout.
Yeah, I agree.
You were
I think
gonna,
she's going to be
it's like a
middle. Yeah.
cartoon. If you're gonna draw a picture of like a perfect women's bodybuilder, it would look in my drawing a lot like that.
Yeah, I agree. I could definitely see her winning in a few years, definitely. I think
Yeah. I mean, Andrea's just so complete and
yeah.
such a well-deserved champion. And I think you can expect her to have that title for as long as she chooses to compete. But Ashley's definitely uh deserving of that spot. Should Andrea choose to retire or come off?
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with you on that. And Ashley is such a sweetie too. She's just really great with the fans, and she's really appreciative of everybody who's supports her. So yeah, I like her
Yeah.
a lot.
And again, you
Actually,
get these comparisons are I like them. They're a little bit deceiving in that they're scaled so that everybody looks the same size. So
yeah,
I think Ashley's about 5'2".
yeah, that's true. She's
So
shorter.
Andrea and Alcyone are a little bit taller, but yeah,
Hmm.
again, if you kind of even them out to the same height, it's creates an interesting set of comparisons.
Yeah, Melissa's like 5'3", so
Yeah,
she's more like Ashley size, I think. So
yeah. And you can see there Alcyone a little bit narrower, not quite the same level of detail in
yeah.
the lower body there, but obviously deserving of that top six.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely. Yeah.
then there was Natalia Kovaleva.
Oh yeah, let
I
me
thought she
pull
brought a
it.
beautiful look as well.
Yeah, I agree. Let me pull up her look real.
I didn't realize, I think she's coached by Dennis James. I didn't,
Oh, is
uh,
she?
I believe so, yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's really cool. Yeah, she's so pretty too. She's got a great, very feminine look to her.
So she took the seventh spot.
She was really popular at the meet and greet, and she's already tall, but she had heels on, so she just like towered over everybody.
Yeah.
She was amazing though. Yeah. Yeah, her legs. I think her legs are really a standout.
Yeah, and with these top athletes, I know the judges do sort of take into account, even if it's subconsciously, how the improvements that the athletes brought. And in
Uh-huh.
particular, if they've been given feedback from the judges of what they need to bring up or work on.
Yeah.
So there are points given for that. Probably not overtly, but I think that just kind of factor into how they view the athletes.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And I have heard judges say somebody who you think maybe should have placed higher. If a judge has seen that athlete previously that year or prior year look better, they have trouble rewarding somebody who they don't think is at their very best.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. A little surprised Chelsea Dion didn't place a little bit higher, but I thought she brought a good look.
I just thought she could have been a little bit more conditioned, I think.
Chelsea, yeah.
Chelsea, yeah. This is Nadia Capastoso. I think that's
Yeah.
how you pronounce her name. Yeah. She always brings in a good look too. And yeah, I thought she looked fantastic at the show. Um, her conditioning could have been a little bit better. I guess that might be why she didn't place as high as she could have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think she was eighth place. And yeah, I thought she had a nice look to her. Um,
And then Tiana and Henderson rounding out the top 10.
yeah, this was great seeing Tiana this was her Olympia debut, I believe.
Yeah, and Tiana, the first time we saw her this year was at the Triple O. And I think it
Yeah.
was a 1 point difference, but she was edged out by Salika
Uh-huh.
at the Triple O show. And then she obviously placed higher by winning the Masters Olympia in Japan. Um,
Yeah. That was awesome. I was really pleased she won Masters O.
Yeah. Yeah, very complete package, great conditioning. She brought a great look, and I think, we'll continue to see her on the Olympia stage. Nice to have a South African represented here.
I know, yeah. I know. I think that's really terrific. I was reading up where there was a Mr. Olympia that was hosted in Pretoria, South Africa.
Okay.
I was reading about that years ago. I forget how far back, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't realize that there had been an Olympia hosted there before. But yeah, she and her husband Tony, who's also a bodybuilder and his is her trainer and coach. I think they're just an amazing kind of bodybuilding power couple. They're really cool.
Yes, yeah.
And then
And then
Hunter,
Hunter, I was really impressed with Hunter Henderson. Again, when you kind of look year over year and the improvements an athlete makes, Hunter's
yeah,
definitely probably the standout, maybe in that whole lineup, in terms of the improvements she was able to make in the past year. So,
I
um,
know. I was very impressed with her.
yeah.
One cool thing I found out recently, she is going to be competing again soon at the Steve Carr Classic.
Oh, great. Yeah, I know. So tell me, when Steve Carr was contemplating adding women's bodybuilding, I think I saw him put a post. If I can get at least 5 women to commit, I'll put the division in. So,
Yeah.
do you know who they are? Do you know who's
Um,
committed?
I know of a few of them. I know, Hunter's doing it, Brittany
Chelsea,
Parrish,
Brittany,
um,
okay.
Brittany Parrish, who's hope it'll be her pro debut, as well as Elizabeth Moline, who this will be her pro debut as well.
Okay.
I've heard rumors that Chelsea is doing it, but I'm
I
not,
think Chelsea's committed. I think I saw
is she?
she's doing it.
Okay, yeah. And that's all I know of so far. So, and yeah, Austin he's Steve Carr is deceased, but that's Steve's son who's the promoter. And yeah, I talked to him about the putting on women's bodybuilding, and I think it's terrific that he's including women's bodybuilding because there's not many shows that are adding it. A lot of shows are dropping
Yeah.
it.
So here's a question for you. We've got in the qualifications, the Rising Phoenix at one time was a qualifier. So past winners have a lifetime qualification, Hella Trevino being one example. So she's
Yeah,
Rising Phoenix champion. She's permanently qualified for the Olympia. Angie Yo won the Rising Phoenix year before last.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And she's obviously been qualified by virtue of top 3 placing or top 2 placing the last 4 years for the Olympia.
Hmm.
Is she qualified for the 2026 Olympia?
That's a good question. I wonder, because yeah, she did win it when it was still Women's World Championship. So,
Yeah, I'm just curious if if she had to requalify, I don't know that she does, but if she did, maybe she'd do the Steve Carr show as well.
oh, possibly, yeah, that was a possibility. I could see that. Yeah, because I really like her look. I think she looks fantastic. And I think for fairness, I would think that she should get the lifetime qualification because of that win. I want to show Salika real quick. Salika is like the sweetest lady ever. I got to speak with her a couple times, and her physique is beautiful too.
I love her stage presence, or the energy she brings. She's just so positive. Great
Yeah,
ambassador for the sport. I
yeah,
think the only thing, again, is just that conditioning.
yeah.
It's the
That's
only thing
true.
that's missing. And when she comes in a touch tighter, she's really tough to beat. But yeah, a lot of muscle on the frame, beautiful structure, and just a
Yeah,
really fun athlete to watch.
I know. She's such a sweetheart too.
Yeah,
I really like chatting with her and let me pull up. Oh yeah, here's Chelsea. Yeah, I was a little surprised with Chelsea. Like I said, I don't know if just the conditioning wasn't as good as usual for her.
yeah. Always
And
hard to tell in these photos because it never the athletes, regardless of the division, they never look as good in the photos as they do in person or on stage. You
you're
probably
right
saw that.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
So it's a little bit deceiving when you just look at the photo, but
Yeah. No, but honestly, I did notice it just in person with her. Although I think she still looked beautiful and great structure and everything. But yeah, her conditioning just wasn't as tight as needed to be, top 10 this
yeah.
year. But yeah,
And she's one of the taller athletes, so
that's true. Yeah,
feel like as much muscle as she has, adding more muscles is probably going to be something that is a part of the feedback that she's been given.
yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, and then Martina made her pro debut too. I was really pleased to see her,
Yeah.
and I got to talk with her too. She's really sweet. Um, And she's like a little pint-sized powerhouse.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd love to see, really like to see Big Jane figure out the conditioning, because she's got a beautiful structure,
I
crazy
agree.
those crazy legs, and if she can figure out how to bring that conditioning, I think she'd be a great addition to the Olympia lineup.
I think her name has changed to Biggest Jane now.
Biggest Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like Jane too. She's amazing. And
I'm trying to think of who else is up and coming in women's bodybuilding that we might see next year.
I hope I'm really excited about, like I said, Brittany Parrish.
Okay, yes, yeah.
And making her pro debut in Steve Carr. I think she has an amazing look, and she's really very feminine, just really pretty, and yeah, she's a real sweetheart. I could see a good ambassador for the sport, so I'm kind of curious to see how it plays out with her. I'm curious about, Brianni Terry, competing in Mexico today, and I do could see her, especially with her powerlifting background, step up into bodybuilding eventually instead of physique, So here, I'm gonna stop sharing, I think.
And then Rania, of course, who turned
Oh
pro
yeah,
earlier this year.
yeah,
She's got a bright future, obviously. So wouldn't be surprised in the least to see her on the Olympia stage. I think that's probably her goal. And
oh yeah, I totally see that. Yeah, she's amazing. I got to speak with her briefly at the Olympia Expo, and yeah,
yeah,
she's phenomenal.
yeah. So there's some good. I mean, I think the future's bright. Excited for 2026.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited too.
It's definitely, but if the momentum continues the way it has this year with just the caliber and the a lot of new faces, of course, but really good depth and good quality in both lineups. So yeah,
I agree.
and I
There
guess
was,
we've started already for 2026 with Mexico today,
yeah,
Mexico
that's
tomorrow,
true. Uh-huh.
women's physique at least, and then there'll be Romania in a few weeks, and then the Steve Carr show, and Atlantic Coast for women's physique.
Yeah, Atlantic Coast. Yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah.
that should wrap up the year, and then we'll see. Curious to see if with Natalia, she got a little bit more money in the bank with the title. Maybe she'll be persuaded to bring the physique division to the Triple O.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. She
I
did
don't
that
know
before.
if that's likely to happen or not, but it'd be nice to have that division back
I agree.
at that show.
She did that in 2024 with the first year of the show.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, the calendar, I guess the calendar comes out in another month or so for next year.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it'll be soon. Two ladies I wanted to mention too, real quick with women's physique that were out of the top 10. Amanda Machado and Yulia Glazacheva.
Yeah, Yulia didn't, I think, wasn't quite as sharp as she needed to be. I love her look. So
Yeah,
be good to see her back. Yeah. Amanda and Elena were 1 point apart again in
yeah,
the 12 spots. And Amanda just I watched a bit of her recap on her YouTube. She's got a good YouTube channel as well.
yeah. I like
I
her
think
YouTube.
her in her perspective, competing earlier in the year, so in Omaha and New York, was difficult to keep the body as fresh and full.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
she felt she may have looked better in those earlier shows. So it's uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think she's easily got a top 10 physique, if not a top six physique. So let's see what she does with another off season.
Yeah, I kind of I think I mentioned this to you before, but I was amazed that this was Amanda's pro or O debut. I
Yes,
thought
yeah,
she'd already been there because she's so phenomenal. So
yeah.
yeah, but I thought she really brought a great package. And again, I wondered if she got maybe dinged a little bit because she's new to the O, and the newbies always seem to get dinged a little bit with the O.
I think it could also be, I mean, you've got judges on that panel that would 100% have seen her in New York. And
Yeah,
maybe in their mind, she wasn't quite as complete as she was earlier this year, but still
yeah.
a obviously phenomenal look, right?
And Yulia just has a certain kind of wow factor on stage because
Yes,
she's
yeah,
really beautiful. And I got to see her at the meet and greet. And I was like completely tongue-tied. I was like, I didn't know what to say. She was just,
yeah,
God, she's a gorgeous woman. So yeah, and I like
yeah,
her physique. Yeah, she could have been a little bit tighter for sure, but I still she has huge potential, I think.
yeah, yeah. And if FIBO keeps that show in September, um, keeps women's physique in, hopefully that would be good.
Yeah.
Who else next year? Anna Prince, hopefully we'll see. Nadine, can't remember her last name. She goes by Rising Phoenix.
Oh yeah, Nadine. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like her a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
So it'd be
Um,
great to see a few more in the lineup next year.
I hope
And
that
Barbara's retiring. Did I hear see Elena's retiring as well?
yes, yeah, Alana is she had mentioned that to me, but then a recent post she did sounded like maybe not. So I'm not sure
Okay.
about that, but she told me that she was thinking about retiring and yeah, I like her a lot too. I'm hoping Susan Matheson will get back to the Olympia too.
Yes, that's who I was forgetting. Yeah. Yeah.
She had such a great year and got, second at the
Yeah.
Masters Olympia and fourth in Tampa. But
Yeah.
she's made a lot of improvement. She's really grown into women's
Yeah.
physique, I think. And
And sometimes that's what it needs to do. And I mean, people aren't going to forget about you. Brittany's the perfect example of somebody who was away for a few years and
yeah,
obviously didn't miss a beat. And here she's fourth place at the Olympia. So
I know she was phenomenal. I was really pleased with her.
yeah,
Oh, and I think Marika's not given up too. Although she didn't make it to the Olympia, but she could have gotten in on points, I think, this year too, probably.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's exciting. Another exciting year, I think, coming up. So yeah, good,
Yeah.
good to do the recap and
Thank you. Yeah, it's good seeing you again.
yeah,
And yeah, definitely keep you posted. And but thank you. Appreciate your insights too. It's kind of cool to talk with you about Olympia and talk about next year too. So
yeah, it's fun. I'll be watching for hopefully can get some of the Olympians on to interview them postseason and I'll be watching for that too.
I would
See if
like
you
to,
can,
yeah.
see if you get Robin Mays back on.
Oh yeah, Robin is great. Yeah. Yeah, this was her Olympia debut too. And
Yes, yeah.
well, she's 59 now. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she was gonna
incredible.
pack it in last year. It's a good thing you stuck around.
I know. I'm glad that she stuck around and she did
Yeah.
Masters Olympia too, and she looked great there too.
I think she's got more left in the tank too, so
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think she does, definitely. Yeah,
Good.
I'm
Well,
very
listen, you have a great day.
thank you. Yeah, it's good chatting with you.
And we'll connect again soon.
Thank you, Melanie.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye.